Honorable Millie Odhiambo can only see Gathoni Wamuchomba in the whole house. Yet behind here there is yellow colors. Even our seats have yellow. Yes, the emblem has yellow. I don't know, why are you so particular about yellow? Why are you so particular about this wonderful lady who is in black and yellow? It is because you know I have come here to dissect the finance bill and protect the wish of the Kenyans who you have refused to talk for. That is why you are all talking about me, because you know I am here because you have failed.
Order, members. Order. Order. Honorable Wamuchomba, you are out of date. The finance bill is way behind us. It is now in the annals of parliamentary history and is going to be implemented. So if that's what you came for, then you are out of date. Please, and Suleha, you have authority to present a statement, request for a statement. Is it a request or just a statement to be made?
It's a general statement.
Go ahead.
Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 43.1, I rise to make a statement of great national importance regarding a blood donation drive scheduled to be hosted by the Kenya Young Parliamentarians Association, KYPA, on Monday, 23rd June 2025 within Parliament buildings. Honorable Speaker, the KYPA has organized a blood donation drive within Parliament in commemoration of the 2025 World Day, which was observed last week on the 14th of June 2025. This event comes at a time when the country is facing a persistent shortfall in blood supply, with the annual national demand for far outpacing the available voluntarily blood donations. While our health professionals have been working tirelessly to save lives, many patients have to wait and sometimes perish in the course of waiting, simply because the blood was not available in time. This situation calls on us parliamentarians, by virtue of our unique positions, to influence positive change in embracing voluntarily blood donation to save lives. This is because our voices as leaders can shape public opinion, inspire trust, and unlock positive response to the much needed resources for the national blood service. Honorable Speaker, it's for this reason that I invite all members of this House to participate in the blood donation drive on Monday, 23rd June 2025, here in Parliament. Your participation in the drive will be greatly symbolic and transformative. I also encourage participation members to use their platforms both here in Parliament and in the constituencies and counties to create awareness on blood donation and address the cultural, religious, and logistical barriers that hinder voluntarily blood donation. This will inspire their constituents to participate in the ongoing and future blood donation drives to boost our banks. Honorable Speaker, to further encourage voluntarily blood donation in the country, I call upon the House to support legislative and budgetary efforts to strengthen Kenya's blood donation system, including modernization of the blood infrastructure, promoting plasma fluctuation, and enabling blood service reimbursement under the Social Health Insurance Fund. At an appropriate stage, I will table a motion to declare the month of June as Kenya's National Blood Donation Month. This will serve as a lasting legacy that will institutionalize annual nationwide blood donation efforts in the country. I thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Suleha. Honorable members, we go to the next order.
Order number 13, motion. Approval of the mediated version of the Division of Revenue Bill, National Assembly Bill number 10 of 2025.
Majority Leader's Thursday statement. Yes.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. The clerk was in a rush. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to the provisions of Standing Order 44.2a, I rise to give the following statement on behalf of the House Business Committee, which met on Tuesday, 17th June 2025, to prioritize business for consideration during the week. Honorable Speaker, if you can protect me from Honorable Farah Maalim and Honorable KJ, they are very close to me. And this is why, Honorable Speaker, because members don't ordinarily listen to this statement, that is why you hear the Honorable Wamuchomba not being aware what business was being transacted in the week. So it is important.
Honorable Wamuchomba, just be courteous to your colleagues. He was not being rude. He just said you missed the point because people didn't listen. Order, Wamuchomba. It is out of order and indecent for a lady to tell another member, kwenda huko wewe. You should not behave like that. Order, Honorable Wamuchomba.
You know, Honorable Speaker, thank you for your protection. I was making this point not just for Honorable Wamuchomba's sake, for the sake of all members of Parliament and the country at large. Honorable Wamuchomba might have been here yesterday, but she clearly was not aware that the finance bill was being transacted on yesterday. We finished with debate on second reading the day before. We dealt with committee of the whole House yesterday, finalized, and you just put the question this afternoon. Therefore, Honorable Wamuchomba should just be courteous and pay attention to what goes on in the House better than what goes on out there. Honorable Speaker, with regard to business now scheduled for Tuesday next week, the House is expected to continue with consideration of the following bills, should they not be concluded today. The second reading of the County Public Finance Laws Amendment Bill, Senate Bill number 39 of 2023, the Virtual Asset Service Providers Bill of 2025, and the Kenya Institute of Primate Research Bill of 2024. Additionally, Honorable Speaker, debate will be undertaken on the following motions, some of which are listed in today's order paper. 1, consideration of the fourth generation revenue sharing formula for counties, which you made a communication on yesterday. 2 is consideration of Senate amendments to the National Disaster Risk Management Bill, National Assembly Bill number 24 of 2023, and resultant committee of the whole House. 3 is consideration of the performance audit report on the provision of services to persons with disabilities by the National Council for Persons with Disabilities. And 4, consideration of comprehensive economic partnership agreement between the Republic of Kenya and the United Arab Emirates. Honorable Speaker, in accordance with the provisions of Standing Order 44A, 5, and 6, I wish to convey that the Cabinet Secretary for Interior and National Administration, as you had directed, is scheduled to appear before the House on the afternoon of Wednesday, 25th June 2025, to respond to the following concerns raised by members regarding the circumstances surrounding the death of Mr. Albert Ojwang. In addition, the Cabinet Secretary will respond to the following questions. Question number 058 of 2025 by the member for Ariada, the Honorable Otiende Amolo MP, regarding police brutality against peaceful protesters and unarmed civilians. 2, question number 059 of 2025 by the member for Nairobi County, the Honorable Esther Passaris MP, regarding the implementation of the body-worn cameras in the police force. And 3, question number 060 of 2025 by the member for Suba North, Honorable Millie Odhiambo Mabaona MP, regarding the deaths of persons while in police custody. Honorable Speaker, as I conclude, I wish to remind members that the House is scheduled to proceed for a short recess next week. As such, members should note that the House may be required to sit longer or have additional sittings on some days to conclude priority business before proceeding on recess at the end of that week. Finally, Honorable Speaker, the House Business Committee shall reconvene again on Tuesday, 24th June 2025 to schedule business for the rest of the week. I now wish to lay this statement on the table of the House. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Majority Leader. Next order.
Order number 13, motion, approval of the mediated version of the Division of Revenue Bill, National Assembly Bill number 10 of 2025.
Chair, Budget and Appropriations.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I beg to move that the report of the Mediation Committee on Division of Revenue Bill, National Assembly Bills number 10 of 2025. Honorable Speaker, the committee was constituted by the National Assembly, by the Speaker of the National Assembly and the Speaker of the Senate, pursuant to Standing Orders 149 of the National Assembly and Standing Order 166 of the Senate. Honorable Speaker, the committee was established to facilitate consensus between both the houses on the Division of Revenue Bill 2025. Honorable Speaker, our primary role was to reconcile the differences that had arisen between the National Assembly and the Senate on the proposed allocation of revenue between the national and county governments. Honorable Speaker, I would like to inform members that the National Assembly had proposed to allocate equitable share to counties of 405.1 billion, while the Senate had proposed to allocate 465 billion to counties, as equitable share to counties. Honorable Speaker, in the course of our mediation, we held a total of 4 meetings. And Honorable Speaker, the process of mediation requires extensive consultations. And to date, I would like to thank the various stakeholders who engaged us in the process of arriving at the mediated figure. And I want to thank the President of the Republic of Kenya, Honorable Speaker, because at some stage we had to engage the presidency to help us iron out some of the challenges that we had in the process. Also, I would like to thank the National Treasury, because we also had to talk to National Treasury so that we could be able to arrive at a figure that was agreeable to both the parties. Honorable Speaker, in the process of mediation, we learned so many things. Honorable Speaker, county governments are doing tremendous programs. And there are so many programs that counties are doing that are not, that most of our members are not aware of. And many times, Honorable Speaker, you'd find that most of us may be castigating counties and saying counties are not making very good progress. I would like to confirm to this House, Honorable Speaker, that we realize that counties are doing so much, especially in the area of facilitating government program, national government program, like in the health sector. Many counties have already onboarded so many people into the SHA programs. And they're working very hard to ensure that some of these programs are successful. Honorable Speaker, also there are programs that the national government and county governments are engaged in partnership, some of which involve construction of CAIPs, County Aggregation and Industrial Parks. Most counties, Honorable Speaker, have been able to finish some of those programs. Honorable Speaker, there are also programs involving agriculture that counties are engaging in. Many counties are also succeeding in doing a lot of infrastructure like tarmacking of roads. So, Honorable Speaker, the amount of money we allocate to counties is not in vain, Honorable Speaker. And I want to confirm that both the President and this House are committed to devolution. And to see that the national government is committed to devolution is to see that, Honorable Speaker, we were able to arrive at a figure which is historical, Honorable Speaker. This is a historical figure, Honorable Speaker, because we were able to move through the mediation process from a figure of 405 billion to a figure of 415 billion, Honorable Speaker. That is an increase of about 10 billion that we were able to realize. Honorable Speaker, this shows that this House and the national government are both committed to devolution. I want to confirm to members of the Orange Democratic Movement Party that this figure that has been agreed upon between the National Assembly and the Senate is very, very progressive. And I would like to ask them to accept this figure because this is a step in the right direction to ensuring that ultimately devolution succeeds. Honorable Speaker, I would like to say that when we were in the process of mediation, there are some issues that came up. One of the issues that came up, Honorable Speaker, is that there are what we call non-discretionary expenditures. These are expenditures that are due to counties, not because of their own liking, but because of some of the programs they are doing in consultation with the national government. Mr. Speaker, these expenditures, non-discretionary expenditures, they total to about 34 billion shillings. And, Honorable Speaker, counties have been grappling with how to realize resources to fund these programs. That is the reason, Honorable Speaker, that we decided in our mediation process that we need to enhance the share of allocation to counties by about 27 billion, Honorable Speaker, because this financial year, you remember that the share of allocation to counties is 387 billion. But we were able to add a total of about 27 billion to help these counties be able to fund what we call non-discretionary expenditures. Honorable Speaker, some of these expenditures include housing levy deductions. Honorable Speaker, when the housing levy was introduced, it was not anticipated that counties would be able to incur additional expenditures courtesy of this law. Honorable Speaker, these deductions annually is about 4.1 billion. Honorable Speaker, another non-discretionary expenditure which we realize counties have to bear involve enhanced contribution to NSSF, courtesy of the law that we passed here, increasing allocations to NSSF, contributions to NSSF. Honorable Speaker, there are matching allocations to KIPES, matching allocations to CHPs. Honorable Speaker, all these expenditures require that we be able to increase our allocations to counties. So, Honorable Speaker, I would like to say that, the process went on very well. We held 4 successful mediation meetings, and ultimately we came to a conclusion that this amount of money is going to help our countries to advance and to prosper. And therefore, I would like to urge members of this House to support this report to allow us adopt it and be able to move forward. Honorable Speaker, with those few remarks, I would like to beg to move and I call upon my able Vice Chairman, the Honorable Dr. Pukose, to second.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I stand to second the mediated version of the Division of Revenue Bill, and I want to join my chair in thanking the honorable members from the National Assembly who are in that mediation team, including my neighbor here, Honorable GK, Honorable Naisula Lesuta. We also had Honorable Mishi, Samsam, the women rep for Mombasa, and others who are not here now. Honorable Speaker, we also want to thank the Senate team led by Senator Roper for the understanding at the negotiation and agreeing on the mediated figure of 410 billion. Honorable Speaker, this is money that is going to the 47 counties. And once this money has gone to the counties, the law states that the money that has already been appropriated to the counties, it cannot be reduced, despite the fact that maybe the collections might not be, by a KRA, might not reach the target. And that means the national government will bear responsibility. So, putting that into consideration, we want to urge the counties that once you've gotten this money, let's use the money judiciously. Let's the money go into the projects for which they are meant to. Because, Honorable Speaker, whenever you visit counties, some counties like I think Elgeyo Marakwet, Taita Taveta, they've not been able to realize serious development because they are saying with this current formula, they are not able to do any development. But after this mediation, with the new formula now from the CRA and approved by the Senate and which has been forwarded to this House, what it means is that all the 12 counties which were not able to realize meaningful development will now be able to at least do some development. And that, I think, is a move forward, because whenever you visit counties, what you are only able to see in most cases is what CDF has done. You will be able to see schools that have been built by CDF. You will be able to see administrative units, assistant chiefs, SEC, DCC's offices, which have been put, police stations, DCI offices, and all that. But you are not able to see something tangible from the county governments. But we also want to urge the Senate to also provide proper oversight to the counties, because more often, I think there is some bit of laxity in terms of the oversight. But yesterday when I saw the proceedings in the Senate by Senator Sifuna on oversight to my county of Trans-Nzoia, I think it made me happy because the Senator Kachwang, not the TJ, the other Kachwang, who is the chair of the PAC in the Senate, I think he put my governor into his toes. And I hope that my governor, Natembeya, will be able to appropriately respond to those questions. And if he can't, then the Wananchi will be there to deal with him, including myself. So this money that is going to counties must be used for the county functions. Honorable Speaker, when you look at even the budget of the national government, there is 13 billion for primary health care, which is money that is appropriated from the national government. But surprisingly, you go to the counties, many of the other health facilities, level 2, level 3, level 4, are not providing the necessary services. We've also recapitalized KEMSA to a tune of 1.5 billion, which means KEMSA should be able to now supply enough medicines to all our health facilities. And therefore, it calls upon the counties to make sure that the health facilities are properly equipped with health products and technologies, and they are able to make sure that Mwananchi visits facility and gets the services. Honorable Speaker, when you look at the number of the follow functions, the major is health, agriculture, and water. But which county government should be able to make sure that this money that is being sent to the counties at least are able to provide the minimum services that Wananchi are able to reap